Hi everyone, this is Ida with Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the 2019 Prima collaboration with Fun Paper Art. As you all know, I had to, or I thought I had dropped out, but I gave it some more thought and I thought I'm going to complete this, I'm going to finish it. So I decided to go ahead and finish the collaboration. I am a little bit late, so I'm sorry about that. Let me adjust you a little bit. I kind of don't like the angle. Anyway, Miss Mariani, I think that's the way you say her name, put together an amazing lineup, and by now you have all seen the videos of all the other ladies that were in the collaboration. I believe that one closes on the 16th, and then they will do the giveaway on the 20th. Mine will close on the 24th, and I will do my giveaway on the 25th. And again, there are rules that we must follow. I did do a video before, and I said that that I would check to make sure that you commented, that you were subscribed to all the other ladies that were in the collaboration, that you commented, and again, a thumbs up is always appreciated. And you must be 18 years or older, and I don't have any additional rules or secret words or anything like that. So you're good as far as I'm concerned, but make sure that you did, that you are subscribed to the other ladies, and make sure you are a visible subscriber, that when they check to make sure you're subscribed, they're able to see your list. I can't explain to you how to do it, but I know there's videos that show you how to get to that menu in your design studio. That way you can, if you have it on private, but normally if you didn't change it, it's usually visible. But again, there are videos that show you how to do that, because I did have some questions. Anyway, this is what I created, and I want to thank Miss Mariani for inviting me and for understanding that I couldn't finish my project in time. And it's not completely finished the way I wanted to, so I had to incorporate some of the things that I won from Miss Betty. Miss Betty was also in the collaboration. She does amazing work, so I did tuck in a couple of her things in here to make my project look completed. Thank you, Miss Betty. And I am hoarding those, so that's why I still have them. Anyway, this is what I created, and I hope that you like what I created. My other one was more of a country rustic, and this one is more of a shabby chic. And I went with a baking theme, and I used to be a cake decorator, so of course, you know, that's my cup of tea, or it used to be, until it became work. Anyway, it's so much more fun creating it out of paper. Anyway, this is what I created. So what I did, I did buy a file, a cut file from, I think it's Creative Cuts, something like that. It's an SVG file. I will link it in the description box. Again, all the other ladies' channels will be linked in the description box. So if you skipped any of those videos, they will be in the description box below, and you'll be able to go watch their part 2 of the Prima collaboration with Fun Paper Art. So what I created was a stand-up mixer, like a KitchenAid type of mixer, and the file is amazing. It's not very hard to put together, but I did make some adjustments because I felt like it needed to be a little bit more sturdier. But when I share that with you, I'll explain it a little bit more. I hope that the lighting is good, because I'm actually working with just natural sunlight today. And it looks pretty good from where I'm seeing, but I don't know what you're seeing. So anyway, let me share with you what I created. What I just created this morning were these, I hauled these little, the little die set from Memento with the little gingerbread. And I'm not going to zoom in, I'm just going to pull the project forward. Anyway, I created these little mason jars with that Memento that had the little gingerbreads and candy canes and snowflakes. So I added some little gingerbread cookies into my mason jar. And there is the tag, it says made with love. And I forgot to bring, I didn't bring any of my things that I used, but the little flower right here, the little poinsettia, it is a punch and a veiner that I use by Nellie's Choice. I will whatever I can, I will link in the description box. Anyway, that's one of my new things that I bought not long ago. But I did put the jar together, and look at how pretty it is. And I used the paper I'm still using is the Prima Christmas in the Country by Frank Garcia. And just to show you that even though it is called Christmas in the Country, that it is very versatile, and you can either do it country or rustic, should I say, or shabby chic. So anyway, here is one of the little jars I created, and I did add a piece of acetate to the front to make it look like a glass jar. There's one, and then I will share the second one with you. I'm sorry if I get in frame, guys, because I'm having to stand away from my project. And there's the other one. I just added some gingerbread cookies with little snowflakes on top, like to mimic icing. And look at how gorgeous they are. And they're tiny. These are tiny. I really like the way these came out. And like I said, I just created these this morning. And then this is another die that I had hauled again from Tuesday morning. And I made like sugar cookies. And they did come with the star that had embossing. It does have embossing on it. And then it does have a stamp set that goes with it, and it cuts out the banner, and I can stamp. So I stamp ho 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 on the little banners that I put, and they are in a I created a little fast and easy SVG file to make my cookie sheets. It wasn't very difficult to do, so I kind of made a baking sheet, a cookie sheet. So that's one of them. And then the other one that I created, I didn't put this in a package. This one is the other tray cookie sheet that I created using Annalena Cuddle, the handle ones. Let me get in close so you can see the handle, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you see that handle. That is by Annalena Cuddle. Again, I created the tray in the same way, and I added the handles to it, and I think they ended up really cute. In this could be a serving tray, or it can be a cookie sheet. And the little gingers that are on here are a Cottage Cuts die, and it comes where you can do the little dress on the girl, on the little ginger girl, or the little baker's hat on the gingerbread man or boy. So there are the gingers that I created again in the cookie sheet. So I'm going to set this down. My puppy is in the way. She wants to know what I'm doing because I'm at the kitchen table. And then I do have a an apron die, and I made these little apron tags, and I didn't put to and from on the back, but you can use them as tags, or just embellishments like on a photo mini album or something like that. And this is using the buffalo check paper that's in the paper line. And then I added the little wreath in the center with the word joy. And then it's got all the baking utensils in the pocket. And I did add some little pom-pom trim to the bottom. I added little buttons. So it ended up really cute. So this is one of them. And I can see that I forgot to add the strings to the waist on the apron. But I will fix that before I send this anywhere. And then I created one in the a rustic one, and then one in a shabby chic kind of color. Even though I added the red to it, it works. So I cut out my apron, and I did emboss it with a Crafter's Companion embossing folder that I have. And I added the utensils in the craft colored and also in the metallic foil. And then my ribbon, of course, is a bright red with some gold edging on it. And then, of course, that little Santa in the center comes from I believe that one came from the 8x8 paper pad. And then that die cut that's behind it. And the one I used to cut the actual image, that was a gift from my friend Carolyn. So I think it works really well. We're always looking for pretty aprons, or my girls are, because they all bake or cook. And during the holidays, they look for those special aprons. So I did one in gold, and then I went ahead and did one in the silver. And I didn't finish the utensils on this yet. I kind of just finished it up this morning, trying to hopefully not keep you guys waiting so long for me. Anyway, you can see the embossing better on this because it doesn't have any of the utensils in it. Look at the beautiful embossing. This is a 3D embossing folder by Crafter's Companion. Look at how beautiful it is. So anyway, this can definitely be used as a tag. It is finished in the back, so it's white. I didn't emboss it that way. Whoever receives it could stamp to and from, or whatever they want to do, especially if they're bakers and they normally during the holidays, I am a baker, so I do just different things for my siblings and put baskets together for them. So this would be a beautiful tag that could go in one of those dessert baskets. And then I'm going to show you my mixer. I'm going to move these out of the way. They might be a little out of frame, but I want to bring the mixer forward so I can share that with you. There is the mixer that I created, and it was very easy, like I said, to put together. Look at how beautiful that is. Let me zoom you in a little bit. I hope this angle is good. Look at that beautiful mixer. And it did have several pieces. One thing I can recommend, though, when you're creating this mixer, when you bring it into your software, I cut mine out of with my brother's Scan and Cut, but when you bring it in, it comes in all grouped. I suggest that you leave one file always saved as all grouped, and when you have to make it bigger or smaller, do that before you ungroup it. That way, no matter what size you want, it adjusts accordingly. Because if you start separating and start cutting your pieces, they're just not going to line up. But if you leave it all grouped and start making it smaller or larger, then you won't have a problem. Everything will fit as it should be, and then you can save it in a different file. Anyway, this is the mixer that I created, and this does go up, guys. It is super cute. See, it lifts up, and it does have an opening. I'm going to tilt it forward. See that opening in there? You can definitely add goodies into the mixer in this little section right here. It is open all the way down, so you could definitely add a bag of candies or goodies or whatever you want to do. Now, me personally, when I did the beaters on my mixer, I didn't have metallic foil paper, and that's what I would have cut them out of. I only had white, and I went in and painted them gray, but definitely it would be something I would cut with the metallic silver. And in the front, I added a piece of trim that was gifted to me by my friend Carolyn. Look at how beautiful that looks with just that little trim there. Let me turn it to here is the other side. It's beautiful, front and back. It is just an amazing design. I really love it. And then in the back, because my mixer, I felt like it was tilting forward towards the beaters, like the weight was heavier in the front because of the beaters. So I needed to add something to the back to kind of lift it up a little bit and even it out. So I did that by adding this chunky charm that was gifted in one of the swaps. Someone in the tea swap, I don't know who it was because I found it on my table. I'm sorry, but whoever you are, thank you. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure you recognize your work because I recognize my work. Anyway, this beautiful chunky charm, and it has the weight that I needed to lift that lid just that little bit more. And I love the way it hangs here beautifully. All I added was a little loop of ribbon, so I could just loop it through the ribbon with the lobster claw clasp, and it worked beautifully. This bow right here was created also in the tea swap by Sonia. This was still with the swap, so I knew who had created this. Sonia, my friend Sonia created this one, and it's beautiful. She used that chunky paper that we all get from Hobby Lobby to make this bow. It's beautiful, outstanding. And I will tilt it to the bottom, and I finished it even on the bottom. Look how beautiful it is. Hopefully, I will try and maybe in the next couple weeks do a tutorial on how to put this together, because like I said, I did alter it a little bit, not in the cuts, but in the way that I put it together, that made it sturdier, because this bottom base down here was hollow. It was very flimsy because it was just paper, but I added 3 layers of the foam board that I get from the Dollar Tree. I kind of cut the same shape, but just a little bit smaller, and I glued them together, and I inserted it in the base, and then I closed up the base. So that gave me the stability, the sturdiness that I needed. And then right here I used the buffalo plaid on the knob that's on the mixer, and here is that beautiful paper, the 8x8. This is where I would have cut out that Santa that's on the apron, or maybe one of the journaling cards. But look at how beautiful it looks. I think it looks amazing. And again, here's the front. Everything is nice and finished. I did use a pearlized pink paper to work with this, and I love the way it came out. And now I'm gonna show you the bowl. Again, I didn't have the foil paper. I didn't have the foil paper to make my bowl, my mixing bowl. And let me move this to the side over there. I didn't have the foil sheet or 12 by 12 to make the bowl that goes under my mixer. This is the bowl for the mixer. This too was very easy to put together, and what I added in here was some shred that I collected from one of the swaps. It might have been, this might have come from Tony, who is Craft Purge, in one of her swaps. Anyway, I love the combination. Everything, it went well with what I was working. So I kind of just stuffed the bowl with it, and I made embellishments, and I'm going to share those embellishments with you. Let me move the bowl to the side. Here is one of the embellishments that I created, and these are just little hearts that you can see the first one, in the top one, I embossed the heart. And then I cut it out in foam, and I cut out an image and glued it to the top of the foam. And then this little barbed wire heart is a die that I picked up a while back. I hope you can see it. It's beautiful, and it comes with 4 different dies. So you can tell the second one has another piece of that die. I added a buffalo check ribbon with the word joy in copper. And then the gold one here at the bottom, I turned that one into a shaker. I added a reindeer sequin and some snow in it, the word joy. There is a little bow with a pink bling that my friend Sonia sent me. And again, here is that little heart in the gold, and that's another die that goes with the first one on top. So it's 4 different ones. So I made these as embellishments, and I did make another set of those embellishments. The other set that I created is this one, and I embossed the backing with the same embossing folder that I use for the apron. And you can see that these two are different. See the frame on this one, this little silver one? And this is just a heart I cut out of the paper, then out of pink pearlized and embossed it, and added that little teeny tiny dainty heart frame around it with the word love and a bow and the bling. The top one, the same, pretty similar. There's the top one, the word joy on the bow. And I really like the way these embellishments came out, and the recipient can use the back piece on a tag, on a card, or anywhere they would like. So that is another embellishment that I created. And then I created this little snowman. And I might have already shared these, again using the same paper, and it is, and I'm not sure if it's a KS craft die or a Lena Cuddle, but it did come from somewhere over there. And then I did 2, so I got one in the front and one in the back. So I think they're really pretty. I added buttons to this one, and then I did share the lantern shaker that I created, and that I added the ball chain to it. You can see the ball chain right there, but there is the lantern shaker with the Santa in it. I really love that image. As you can tell, it's everywhere, kind of like chicken pox. It's everywhere. And then I added a little piece of the little trim that I bought in the rose gold that has the illusion wire, and I can use that as a spray. And then I did order the bag topper that was designed by Nicole Silhouette, and I didn't put glasses on this one, but here's the bag topper, and I did add some fun trim on the brim of the hat and a pom-pom on the tip. I did emboss the beard again, kind of gave him rosy cheeks. I kind of played around with him. And then I made some little embellishments, baking embellishments. My favorite is the one on the top, and you can't see it. Let me take this one out, because I really want to share this one with you. My favorite one is the one on the top. Move that aside. The top one right there, it is on a piece of acetate, because I wanted it to look like the bag of icing that I was writing so sweet with the bag of icing. So I left it on the piece of acetate so that can be used as an embellishment. And then there's a little bitty mixer right there, KitchenAid. And then the bowl with the spoon and the wire whisk and the eggs. I really like these embellishments. So pretty. And then, of course, these, I said this was a collaboration that Miss Betty and I worked on. Miss Betty helped me complete my project. Miss Betty created these last year around Christmas time, and it is Prima paper. It's a Santa baby, and I won her giveaway. So this is one of the things that she had, and I felt that they went really well with my project. And like I said, I didn't have enough to complete it or for it to look full. So thank you, Miss Betty. And like I said, I am hoarding these. These are beautiful, these macarons that she created. And then I actually bought these dies because of Miss Betty. And then here is the dessert stand with the macarons and the word sweet and some chocolates. So these are two things that I've been hoarding. Actually, I've been hoarding most of her things, to be quite honest. And then here's the bowl, guys. There's the bowl. I just added the shred in it. And it is a 3D bowl. As soon as I get some metallic silver paper, I will finish it off. I will finish it and hopefully complete it and send it to someone. Again, my giveaway is $25 to your PayPal credit, and it is US and international. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure, like I said, to subscribe to all the participants that were in the hop. It was a total of 10 ladies, and they're all amazing crafters. Make sure you're a visible subscriber. Make sure you commented. And again, a thumbs up is always appreciated, my friends. It does take a lot of work for us to create all these things, and hopefully, and just, because we love to create and we love to inspire. So a thumbs up, like I said, is always appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. I wish everyone lots of luck. And again, my giveaway will be announced on the 25th of this month. The other one might already have, the other ladies might have already done their giveaway by the time I put up this video, and I wish you luck on that one. Thanks for watching. Everyone have a great day, and God bless. Bye.